Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today we'll start a new series. Today we'll talk about interviews questions that you may face in GraphQL because it's quite popular right now that a lot of peoples and a lot of web applications using GraphQL and that being said, you might face a lot of questions that are related to GraphQL. So we're starting this series for it. So, in conclusion, GraphQL is a query language for your API and a runtime for executing those queries by using a type schema you define for your data. It was developed by Facebook in 2012, I think, and released publicity in 2015. Unlike the more traditional REST API, it allows clients to request only the data they needed, potentially reducing the amount of data that needs to be transferred over the network. And when it comes to GraphQL, there are four things that you should know, um, which are the schema definition. Okay, the schema definition, and we will say a GraphQL schema is defined on the server side. It specifies the types of data that can be queried and how they are connected to the actual queries. Sorry. So clients send queries to the GraphQL server to fetch the desired data, and these queries are written in GraphQL query language. Number 3, which are the resolvers. On the server side, functions called resolvers are used to fetch the data for each type specified in the schema. 4, which is lastly, is the response. The server responds with a JSON object structured exactly as requested in the actual query. So let's talk about simple code examples to illustrate this. So we import our const Apollo server, and it will require sorry, I'm still ill, sorry for that. Apollo server, and I'm getting for Apollo server. We are setting up the server right now, and I will create a resolver. A resolver is a map of functions which return data for the schema. So I'll create the resolvers, const resolvers, which will equals an object, and it will be query. No. Query, for example, hello world, and it will turn hello. And we will have oh no, yeah, this is better. And we will create the graph schema, so I will call it const type defs. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, let's just copy it. It will be type query, and it will be hello, and it will be string. And after that, let's put all the code here. After that, I will create the Apollo server. So const server equals new Apollo server, which right now you created with the types and resolvers. And this server will listen to, for example, let's just copy this one to the URL, and just to return server ready to URL. And that's basically it. And the only thing the client has to do is to send a request that has an object that has hello, and it will get all the data it needed, since we have the Apollo server right now. Sorry guys. and the server will return the data in this way. And this is very basic example. In real world applications, GraphQL can handle complex data structured, multiple entities and relationships between them. It's highly efficient for both small and large scale applications, offering a flexible way to interact within the API. So I don't know if you will have to put this example in your interview, because this is a beginner sorry, this is a beginner question. So I guess you will be fine when you just say that GraphQL is a query language for the API runtime for executing those query by using a type schema, a type system we define in for the data, and it's different than the REST API, so it allows the clients to request only the data they needed, and this could potentially reduce the amount of data that needed to be transferred. And by this way, it will, I guess you will have also to talk about the schema definitions, the query and the resolvers, and the response. Maybe like just 1-2 lines of them. You don't have to talk that much about them, because in terms of the sorry guys, I'm really ill. Sorry, I'm really ill. So yeah, you don't have to talk that much about them. Maybe like 1 line, 2 lines of them, because in my opinion, this is a beginner question, so they will not ask you to go deep type. I guess it will be really then they will require you to put an example. I have never faced it, but I just put it in case that some of you faced something like that. So that being said, that's it for this video, and I hope you like my content. If you like my content, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and see you in future in future problems. Sorry guys.